Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's protection update. Has the door closed on saying Happy New Year to people yet? Well, I think it has because it's midway through January now, but it's not too late to start focusing on things which are going to make you successful this year in your business. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, sometimes you don't have to make radical changes to make a real difference. Sometimes it's the small nudges and the adjustments to fine tune what you do, how you interact with your clients, and other processes that will give you the edge. Now, last week I spoke about the dentist model, where you automatically book customers back in for future review meetings every time, just like the dentist does. What do you think? Is that a good idea? Could it make a difference to your business? That idea is all about getting confident with having enough real and compelling reasons to talk to your clients again in the future. But why should we keep in touch? When we pick up the phone, do we know what to say? How about framing that a future meeting is a review meeting, but a review of what? Well, we set up the mortgage and that will run its course until such time as it needs looking at again. So that should certainly be an obvious review. So let's just say, for example, I've set up a fixed rate mortgage. It's for 5 years. That means in about 4 years and 6 months' time from now, we automatically book them back in for another appointment. It naturally goes into the diary, and that's so that we can look at what the best options are ahead of when that point in time comes where we could be at risk of the lender doing a product transfer directly with the customer. What else can we review? Well, we spoke last week about home insurance, and again, it's not protection, but should we leave those policies forever, or do they need looking at from time to time? That's probably another item for the agenda. So what else? Let's talk about protection. We might have set up some protection cover for our clients, but how can we justify going back and talking to them again about protection? Other need areas, perhaps? So I think a key point in this week's protection update is to think about little changes that we can make to your process to think about how you frame things for your clients. For example, what is your definition of the word protection? Is it to make sure that should the worst happen, that you and your family don't lose your home and can maintain your lifestyle? Let me just say that again. To make sure that should the worst happen, that you and your family don't lose your home and you can maintain your lifestyle. Is that an ideal that most people actually want? To keep the roof over their heads, but also make sure that they can live, function as a family. Let's say we've got some nice mortgage and protection in place. Great, but what about the other gaps? In the podcast this week, I've got a chart that I put together a while ago, which I think keeps things very simple. This is the goal for every single client in terms of what we mean by protection. Now, to achieve that goal, we work towards putting a tick in each of those boxes. Now, you can frame that this is what protection means. No, we can't stop bad things from happening, but we can help fix the financial problems when they do. In this example, you can see here, I've set up some life or earlier critical illness cover for mortgage protection. It's a decent premium. So my clients are in a position to pay off the mortgage. Great. But do we leave it there? Should we leave it there? I don't think so. There are still lots and lots of gaps. So how do they maintain the lifestyle when they've lost a major income that comes in every month, in the event of death, in the event of serious illness? What about if they lose their income because they're off work sick or they've had an accident? Should we leave it there? Book your clients back in for future appointments. Do it as a matter of course. I said last week, Rome wasn't built in a day. It does indeed take time to create great things. But that means framing the project with your customers. It's not just a transaction. Protection for your clients is often a work in progress. Needs and priorities are going to change over the course of time. And who better to address them? You. Not to mention, as we've said, those unaddressed needs. Maybe next time we can do something to turn those crosses into ticks. Now, just a few things of interest from a provider perspective. Vitality have got a really good offer at the moment, and I think it's worth taking a moment to have a think about this one. You'll probably know that when you've got clients who have a Vitality policy, it is possible to get up to 50% off gym memberships. Now, what do people do at the turn of the year right now? They start thinking about New Year's resolutions, getting back into shape, getting fit again, joining a gym. You'll definitely have clients with that kind of mindset. Well, Vitality have got 3 gym partners at the moment, and these are Pure Gym, Virgin Active and Nuffield Health. And I think that means there's pretty good coverage across the UK. And right now, if you've got a client that is thinking about joining one of those gyms, they won't have to pay a joining fee. Now, this offer is available for new and existing members at Virgin Active and Nuffield Health, and that started on the 1st of January 2022 and will run through until the end of February the 28th, 2022. Just bear in mind, it is only selected clubs with those gyms. But if we look at Pure Gym, that offer actually started on the 10th of January and it runs through till the 28th of February 2022. So if you want more information about these offers, there is information on each of the gym partners' websites, but I've also added a link to the Vitality Rewards page on this protection update. Now, on a similar theme of New Year's resolutions, but also reasons to talk to clients about protection, I just wanted to mention Aviva and their DigiCare Plus hub, which is really good, and it comes with every Aviva policy. You should have seen a communication from Aviva this week with some great reasons to talk to your clients about the extra benefits, which Aviva say amount to around £700 a year of actual monetary value. For example, ask yourself this question: would some of your clients benefit from an annual health check, which comes with a follow-up digital GP consultation? They say that's worth about £80 a year. How about nutritional consultations? That's 6 video sessions worth up to about £330 a year, or £55 each time. Or mental health support, again, 6 video sessions worth up to £330 a year, or £55 each. Your Aviva clients get that automatically. So it's definitely worth reminding them about these really valuable services, especially at a time where they might actually be thinking about their health at the start of this new year. Again, I've added a link to this protection update where you can get more information via the Aviva DigiCare Plus hub. And finally, when we talk about providers, my old company, Royal London, will be announcing some really exciting enhancements to their Helping Hand service, which has been going a while. Just bear in mind, this is just for new customers at this stage. Now, you're going to get more information about this in the coming weeks and months, but on top of all the services already built into Helping Hand, policyholders will now be able to tap into some really useful wellbeing services. Now, the key thing here, by the looks of it, is that Royal London have partnered with LiveSmart, which is a health and wellbeing platform created by NHS doctors. And that's to give a range of services that actually support clients and their health goals immediately from day one when they take the policy. Now, the way this works is that once you've registered, the policyholder will need to fill in a brief health questionnaire to get real-time analysis and insights into their physical and mental well-being. And LiveSmart will then create a personalised health report, and it will recommend from a range of specific wellbeing services which can support the policyholder towards their health goals. Now, there's a big launch happening on Monday the 17th of January at 11 o'clock in the morning, and that's in conjunction with Cover Magazine by way of a webinar. So if you want to attend, I've added a link to the registration page on this week's protection update. So all you need to do is click on that and attend the webinar on Monday. And finally, I just wanted to give a shout out for our February roadshows, which will be taking place in just over a fortnight. Now, you should have seen some of the communications about our Kickstart roadshows this week. We've got 4 of them planned, and these venues will be announced very shortly. So we've got a North Roadshow, north of Manchester, Midlands, London, and Cardiff. Now, Bob Scott and myself are pulling together the agenda right now, but you can expect that on those roadshows, there's a consistent theme of easy wins to maximise all of your business opportunities this year. So again, I've added the dates and the registration links to this week's protection update for the roadshows. So that's it from me for another week. There is a lot going on, so have a great weekend and I will see you soon.